was messing around with Streamlabs to get the like alerts and everything set up, so ignore all the stuff in the top corner in the alert thing because it's not accurate at the moment. So I did a desktop stream last night. Then I had to change, then it deleted my scene that I was using on the phone. So now we are dealing with this. Swing the camera around. It's a back day today. Back in the biceps. We have the Wi-Fi already set up. We're good to go. Let's do a bit of stretching, then we are ready. Bring my stuff outside with me. And we're in business. Cool. Okay. Very warm today. Very hazy. Hazy is definitely the word, right? Chalk and stopwatch. Make sure we're resting properly. Hitting the back and biceps today. I've got my rings set up. I've got some weights as well when we need them, but for now we'll start with body weight. Hardest exercise first and all that, right? Just back a little bit so I can see a bit more of what's going on. Now we're good. We'll start with some scapular pull-ups. Zoom back. See a bit of overcast, but I don't think we're going to have any problems. It shouldn't rain too much. So here we are, just going from a dead hang to an active hang. I saw some bloke's video today that was like he said he can only do 3 pull-ups, dead hang. He looked to be about, I don't know, maybe 38% body fat, 38% body fat. And his goal was to do 20 dead hang pull-ups in 12 weeks. You want to go from 3 dead hang pull-ups to 20 in 12 weeks? No, you have to be at least like 16% of body fat, like if you want to hit 20 easily, man. Even that's not easy. So the 12 weeks should just be dedicated to you trying to lose the weight first of all, and then try, because what are you doing? Why would you try and do 20 dead hang pull-ups? Dead hang meaning he comes to a full stop at the bottom. I don't even do that. I can get like 24. I can get 24 in a single set, but they're not dead hangs. So I don't know how this bloke's going to go from 3 to 20 in 12 weeks at close to 40% body fat. It's not going to happen, but oh, we'll see. We'll see. So I'm going to do 3 sets of scapular pull-ups. Then I'll do a standard back stretch with the rings as well. I might as well do it now actually. Literally all we're doing is grabbing the ring here and just leaning back. Doing a stretch on the lat. I like to move around when I do this. Makes it a bit more of a dynamic movement rather than just doing a static stretch. That's one side. It's annoying how it slides along a lot, but you have no sections on this bar, it's just a bar. I'd like to turn my wrist around a bit as well. A few different angles there. Okay, right. We're definitely going to do some ring muscle ups today because I've not done them for a while. We'll switch between the two. We'll go from bar to rings. What is that? That was a dead mouse in my garden with flies and wasps all over it. Well, at least my cat's actually killed it this time rather than just throwing it around in the air. Alabaster, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. Yeah, exactly, man. You got to move around a little bit. I mean, there's a clear distinction between a dynamic stretch and a jerky movement. Like if I was just kind of going like, yeah, it is not really a dynamic stretch. As long as you got it under control, your joint's stable, it's all right. Yeah, we're doing a lot of false gripping today, so the wrists need to be warmed up. I don't normally do anything too crazy for my wrists, just kind of bend them back and forwards pretty much. If I'm doing handstands, then I'll practice transferring force through the fingers and the palms for the balancing aspect, but apart from that, you haven't really got to go too crazy. But okay, I'll do one more set of scapular pull-ups. I normally just do one, but we'll go for 2 this time. I've been hitting these workouts pretty hard recently, so I want to make sure I'm not injuring myself because I'm pushing it a little bit for the live streams. So again, just go from a dead hang to an active hang. Let's do 2 more on these. On the scapular pull-ups. There we are. I'm going to go straight into some ring muscle ups. Tell you what, I will do them from a dead stop, so I'll grab my little mat. I have a little acrobatics, little crash mat. I tried learning flips at one point, but I didn't really get the hang of it. I mean, there's a good bit of room in my garden, but it's if I mess up a jump or something, or a flip, I'll be landing on stones, and that's not very nice. Right, check the distance between these here. Ideally you want it to be the length of your elbow to your fingers, right, extended. That's a good guide. But yeah, we're pretty much at the width of my torso effectively, because we want to be keeping these pulled relatively tight into our armpits. And if they have tension out here, it's a bit harder, isn't it? So we need them nice and tight in like that. I've got to cut this tree back a little bit, it's really getting in the way at this point. Arm circles, why not? I normally just do it till there's no clicking left, or clicking and popping goes and then we're good. I like coffee in the morning, nice. Yeah, I've just had I had a bowl of oats, then I had an ice cream, and then I had some sausages and eggs, with chicken chipolatas and eggs. Then I had my pre-workout about 20 minutes ago, so we're good. I'm not really a fan of coffee though. I kind of wish I was though, because there's definitely like a ritualistic aspect to it, especially in the mornings, which kind of sets you up nicely. But yeah, no, it definitely is a good Saturday to be alive, I'll tell you that. Right, let's chalk up. But very glad to hear you're doing well. That's what we like to see. Do you have any movement plan? Oh, obviously you're cleaning the patio. Are you using a jet washer or are you scrubbing it? It's quite a bit of a difference physically between the two. We are chalked up now. We are grippy. Drippy and grippy. I've got a weighted belt there. I'll probably do some weighted pull-ups at some point, or chin-ups, the weighted chin-ups, so you want to hit the biceps hard, so we'll do that as well. Okay, anyway, let's get started then, shall we? What are we going for on these? Shall we say 6? 6 ring muscle-ups? Be fine. Yeah, these straps are a bit of a pain. There's ants all over this tree as well, so I've got to be careful. Checking they are even. I feel it. We'll see when we get up there, won't we? Feels fine. So down we come. There we go. Down we come. Up we go. Wasn't a fully straightened arm then, but whatever. Let's get one more. I've kind of lost the force grip a bit, so up we go. Being smart with the sets here. Oh, okay, he's taking a broom, right. Not too bad then. This thing, man, everyone's like, oh, need to do something and go for a walk. It's like, I don't really mind walking, but I'd rather do something like this, you know. Walking just kind of bores me a bit. But if it's all you can do, then yeah, it's a great idea, but if I can do more, I prefer to do more. The hard stuff's going to be better, right? Every time I get a sip of water, the chalk gets rubbed off from the wet, so the wet arse water. You know, I played a bit of Destiny 2 last night on the stream, which was good. You know, I enjoyed it. I had fun. I liked that game. I did. Out of the 3 Nightfall strikes I did, I had the highest amount of kills in all of them. So I felt pretty good about that. You know, to show off my gamer skills. And we are resting here, by the way. I'm timing it. We're going for 2.5 minutes. So I'd like to get 6 reps on the next set. So try our best. Arnie Return, thank you very much for the follow, man. Or woman, or circle. Whatever you are, I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by, everybody. 2:10, okay, 20 seconds, then we go again. Counting down, 10, 9, 8, 7, 2, and 1. There's a dip to start. We come down. And go up. Such a fun movement. What? 2 more. Wasn't a full extension then, but that was. There's the push. And the reverse to finish. There we go. Good stuff. Another rest. You do one more set of 5 on those. Then move on to the bar muscle ups. So that's the thing about muscle ups, they absolutely smash your arms as a whole. Because obviously you've got to pull yourself to get up, right? So you're doing a lot of biceps there. Then we switch forward, and then we press and extend the arms. And if we're extending the arms, we're doing the tricep as well. So it's a very, very good use of time. Not an easy exercise, but worth learning, well worth mastering. Not quite there yet, but it's a goal of mine. But I had a random message off of a bloke on Instagram the other day. I don't know where he's from. I think he's Eastern European, and I have an inherent trust of Eastern Europeans when it comes to bodyweight training, because they're very good at it. They're very good at it. So he said to me, I got a program for planche progressions that he's made. If I wanted to give him like $10 for it, and it's not just made up of static holds like everybody else has made you do, where you've got to go into a planche lean press for like, or a pseudo planche lean for like 30 seconds, then into a tuck planche for 30 seconds, all the static holds, he said. He doesn't do them. So I said to him, sure, take my money, let me know. If you've got it and I haven't got it, then teach me. If somebody's unlocked a move that I don't have yet, then I might as well pay them. Yeah, it is hard, man. I mean, I've been training for about 8 years consistently, so it does take a while. But it's there's been many things in my life that I should have stuck with, and I didn't. But this is when it came to like, oh, how can I actually make some, what can I make a career out of, or I just figured, what have I been most disciplined with, what have I been most consistent with, because that would naturally be what I enjoy doing, right? If I managed to keep it up for 8 years, I must enjoy it, and I do. I love exercising. I love it. But the bodybuilding style of training got very stale for me quite quickly. Okay. It's almost 3 minutes now, so we need another set. Right, let's move them out then, that's not good. A little bit closer than last time. Just a little bit. Actually, no, you want to come over because I've got the mat there. Let's go. But no, I'm learning a lot of new skills recently, but the last like 4 years of my life I've been putting off a lot of things that I should have been doing. But now I've actually made a change thanks to quarantine. And I'm very happy for it. These aren't the cleanest, but these rings are digging into me. The straps. 3. 2 more. I got one more, come on. Barely. And the negative. There we go. Jesus. Another rest. Okay, so now we go to the bar muscle ups. I might do a set of chin-ups between, actually, just to break it up a little bit. Right, I'm breathing now. My God, we're breathing now. Luckily, this doesn't pick up my nose. Or it probably does actually, you're probably hearing it, but I don't think it's an obnoxious sound. If it is, tell me, I'll just rotate this round a bit, but it will always default to this position as I start moving around. Unless I get like some duct tape
around my neck. Could do that. It'd definitely be a look, wouldn't it? It'd be unique. Just making sure my elbows are warmed up here. Let's give me a little spin round. Yeah, that's be honest, that's where my training kind of changed gears recently, was when I started filming everything. Because first of all, oh, happy Saturday to you too, Terry Time. I hope you're doing well today. It's a lovely day. But yeah, as I was saying about recording things, first of all, it makes me accountable, because I'm thinking, if I had to share this with people, I want to look good, right? So I've got to push myself every time. And there's nothing I hate more than seeing, I mean, you know, obviously everyone has progress, but when people are attempting advanced moves and they do them with bad form or really just like jerky motions, and it just looks kind of ugly in a sense, I hate seeing that. When everyone's like, look, I've mastered this move. I go, no, you haven't, because it's not smooth. It's not a smooth move. You need to make sure it looks nice, your body's straight. I have trouble with body alignment as well, you know. I'm not perfect. My handstands need a lot of work. A lot of my aspects need a lot of work, but my pulling strength is something I'm confident with, you know. I do pull-ups all day. And I do. Well, every day. I do them every day. But here we go. Right. It is the muscle up time. We'll go back, front, back, so you can see from a few different angles. This bar's lopsided anyway, so you'll probably see. I think I'm compensating for it though, and when I go back to a straight bar I'm going to realise it. But who knows. Oh, mic came loose. Yeah, the mic got unclipped. Be conscious of that next time. Okay, so this one from the back. We'll go from the front this time. After this, that's a point. So to get yourself above that bar, you need explosive pulling power, which basically means generating force like that, just instantaneous. So that comes from the dead hang position. We engage the scapula first. We pull down with, yeah. We retract the scapula and depress it, and at the same time we engage the lats. So it's just one, boom, movement like that. It takes time, but we work in low repetition ranges when we're doing that. We can do pull-ups, so we don't need to worry about doing more pull-ups. We need the explosive pull-ups, so we focus on doing explosive pull-ups for decent quality reps, which might even be 5 reps, you know. But as soon as you stop being explosive, set's done, because we're not training the explosive element anymore, are we? If we haven't got the strength for it, we're not training it. What have you been streaming recently, Terror Time? I could learn a few things about flexibility from you. Mine's okay, but probably do more. Let me see, actually. I'm going to try this little stretch flow I do. So bring the leg up. I hope nothing falls out of my shorts here. There we go. There's a nice bit of balance, right? But it's yeah, Okay, cool. I didn't see anything fall out of my shorts, so we're okay. Did legs yesterday, so we're a bit achy. That was a good stretch though. I've got to do the other leg now, haven't I? That's the problem. But my left foot is not quite as stable as my right, so you may see me wobbling a bit here. But yeah, it's just achieving a counterbalance with this one. No, see, I can't hold that. I try, I end up dancing around everywhere. More chalk. It's a pretty sweaty day, so. But yeah, we like to be well-rounded with our abilities. I say that, and I've not been for a run in about 3 months, but my cardio's fine. I don't need to do it for weight loss reasons because I eat properly, but could always do a bit of a cardiovascular health, right? So not best to ignore it completely, but I do. Okay, we need more room here. I don't want to get this mic caught again as I'm coming up. Tell you what, if I slip you down just a little bit, that might be better. Okay, so let's go for, we have quality reps here, we'll go for 6. I'm not going for 8 again, it's a bit much. If I was doing weighted variations first instead of the ring pull-up, instead of the ring muscle-ups, I'd probably be going for 8, but the ring muscle-ups are a bit harder, in my opinion. I do less of them than I do on the bar anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See some dips at the top as well. Eight will do. There we go. Good stuff. Yep, good set. That's a good set. I think the stream quality is being very decent, but this is weekends. This is what happens on weekends. Around lunchtime, quality is always nice. I'll face the camera more. Tell you what, I'll grab my stool and I'll sit a little bit closer to the camera. I'll give it a little spinneroonie. Let me get my little throwing set up here. Plop. Review a bit. And we get behind. And here we are. Good afternoon, everybody. I have been reading chat, by the way, in case you weren't aware of that, but we haven't got a crazy pump just yet, but we'll be getting there soon. We've done a fair few muscle ups, but we have more to go. And then we have the specific bicep exercises. Well, I say specific because I'll be doing pull-ups after the muscle-ups. So not exactly specific, but nonetheless, working the biceps. So I'll tilt you down a bit. Get the chest. Get the chesty in. This hat is a complete write-off. Look at it. Look at the sweat marks. What can you do though? Right, we need that well above the bar then, if we're doing muscle-ups. To be the last set of standard muscle-ups, and then we go on to the high pull-ups. which is basically a muscle up but without the dip at the top. We're just trying to get above, and that's it. Snatching it basically. Right, one more from the front. What do you want back? We'll go front. We've got plenty of pull-ups to go, so they'll be all from the back. But let's get this in. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And some dips, why not? One more. Very nice. Set done. That was a good set. Yeah, no, the quality is holding nicely. I'm glad to report the quality is on point, and we have a fully charged battery, so the stream will be a long one. It's going to be a very long one. Let's sort my hair out there. So we do 3 sets of high pull-ups after this, well, when we're rested here. Then if we get on to weighted chin-ups, so we'll feel very light after using weights for pull-ups. Yeah, okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out as we go along. It's not really complicated if we're doing back and arms, because I do back and arms all the time. So it's an easy workout to put together, at least. I haven't really got to think that hard to do it. So. But yeah, see, just from doing those dips at the top of the bar, you get a nice little chest pump as well. So I'm just going to sit like this for a bit. Let's get the viewers in. But yeah, I was looking a bit better now. We tightened up a little bit. I haven't shaved my chest for a while though. I haven't shaved my chest ever actually. I use clippers on it and take it down quite low. But okay, so now we're doing the high pull-ups. I'll give you a slight side angle on these ones, just for a little bit of a better idea of what I'm doing. Another 30 seconds, then we'll go again. Nah, I need to do some serious work on one arm pull-ups. Serious work. Maybe that's what I should have done today actually, but if I'm trying to get the planche, I want to be keeping my tendons in my arms relatively stable, so I'm only going to work on one of those skills at the time. Otherwise I will disable myself. So let's not go too crazy. Right, high pull-ups. It's been 3 minutes. Let's go. I tend to go a bit closer on these ones, just because I feel I can generate a bit more force to get myself above the bar. You see what I mean? One more. See, mean, realistically, you could do a clap at the top of that movement if you wanted to, but it doesn't really make a difference. It just makes it a bit more dangerous for you. So I would advise playing it safe, and just, you're not going to get any more gains from doing that at the top. What am I working with that? Nothing. So the claps are an accessory. They're not going to make a massive difference to your gains. Claps are just for showing off, which I don't really care about. There we go. Mike's in a good place again. So give it another minute and a half. Make 2.5 minutes rest time, which is more than enough. I don't really need this mat at this point, but in case I fall on my head, it might be nice to have. However, if we're doing ring movements in a little bit, I'm going to need a solid base to stand on, so this will just slide around. So let's relocate this now. Although if I mess up my grip and land on the floor here, I'm going to injure myself, but who cares? We'll, it's more incentive not to mess up, right? Take away the safety net. There can be nothing but perfection, otherwise we'll hurt ourselves. We must be sure of our grip, sure of our pulling strength, sure of ourselves. It's the only way we can overcome these obstacles. I'm going to get another thumbnail for another YouTube video at some point. All I literally do is just go stand somewhere good lighting and just go like arm, shoulder, abs. Yeah, that's pretty much how you do a thumbnail. Okay, time to pull. Change the angle here so we can see. Five's all we had, with the explosive power anyway, so that's all we're working for. And after these we do, weighted chin-ups. Should we go 10 or should we go 4? Tell you what, let's push it. Let's grab a 5 as well. Or a 6. Let's grab a 6. Or another 10. Who knows? Well, chin-ups are chin-ups. Chin-ups aren't particularly hard. Let's go for another. No, we'll play it safe, Go 6. Go for a 6, take my own advice. Come on. There we are. So one more set of the high pull-ups, the explosive pull-ups. Then we move on to weighted chin-ups with a 16 kilogram additional weight. God damn, Streamlabs, why have you got a... Weird. it's got, oh, there we go. Now it's sorted itself out. Okay. Streamlines has been fixed. Quality's still holding, so the VOD is usable. But yeah, we're going 40 minutes already. Jesus. Well, we are 3 exercises in at this point, so yeah. We're on our 9th set now, so yeah, we've been going for a little while. Then we have 3 sets of weighted chin-ups. Then we'll jump on some bicep curls on the rings, so ring bicep curls. Then what else? Pull-ups probably. Just do pull-ups to finish. I don't see anything wrong with that. I can't see anything wrong with that. Who knows what we'll do later. Hey Joe, how you doing, man? Thank you for stopping by. Right, time for another set. Let us go. High pull-ups. How you doing today, man? Very well, I hope. I'm happy because it's not ridiculously hot again. Well, it's warm, but it's not ridiculously warm. Okay, let's go. One more. Nah, I should have stopped at 5, went for 6. Didn't work. Okay. Now we rest again. Let's come up behind the camera. Now we're going on to weighted chin-ups, which we have here actually. Set this up while I'm doing this. So I have here, it's the weight belt, right? We have a 10 and a 6 that we're putting on there. Oh, you're in Oregon. Oregon. Nice, 105. What's that in Celsius? I don't know Fahrenheit at all. It sounds hot though. It does sound very warm. I haven't weighted chin-ups in ages, man. Oh God, it's been a long time. What? And the 6 as well. 6. Wait, which one did that even come through? You and you? Yes, okay. That's correct, yes. There we are. I've got to tie this together. 40, Jesus, man. Yeah, okay, that's doesn't sound very fun. I hope you've got a lot of water. Hope you're staying hydrated. Or are you staying indoors? Well, you still need to stay hydrated if you're staying indoors anyway, but keep cool. That's ridiculous. Okay, now we do the weighted chin-ups. Need a good angle for this so we can actually see the weight dangling. There we go, that's cool. That will do it. Okay, give me a sec. I've got to take this mic off because the belt gets in the way. That's a big one. It's a a big one today. That's a big belt. We've got 16 on this for the chin-ups. I don't know how many I'm going for, if I'm being honest. Not a crazy amount, most likely. Anyway, the worst thing about this is taking your shins out as you're trying to walk around. Alright, let's do some chin-ups. Get it? Okay, I can't even wrap my hands around this bar because it's so thick. So I've got to use a hook grip. Let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have 6. 6. Okay. Okay, more than I thought, that was alright. Big boy weight. Well, not really, I mean, I see crazy people all the time doing it with like 40 kilograms on them. I'm not doing that much. Maybe eventually. But yeah. Give it 16 for now. How the hell have I got skin coming off there? Makes no sense. There's my stand, this is what my hands look like. Messed up. For function, I don't know where that bit of skin's come from there though. That's all good. Part of the game, right? I should have bigger traps. It's just muscle insertions really. I got lucky with my arms, but yeah, traps not really there for me. Like my chest as well, I always thought I had a pretty small chest relative to the rest of my body. It's kind of filled out now as I've been, since I've been doing ring exercises, if I'm being honest, that's been the main catalyst for it. So here's some. You see the fibres going through as we tense. Okay. Let's go for it again then. Oh god, sorry. I forgot about the mic, my bad. My apologies. Flattering angle, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's 6. One more set of that. Be careful not to breathe right into it again. Ooh. Yeah, no, my chest always used to be really small, but now it's got some size on it. It's all the dips as well, man. Dips are great. If you lean kind of slightly further forward, you get the chest a lot more involved. If you lean back, more on triceps. Still works both pretty evenly, but you can just do that slight lean forward to hit the chest a bit more. I can show you actually. I got my dip bars right there, so. Let's have a look. You get the arm pump going anyway, so let's get the triceps fired up. Only thing with these bars is they cling around, they clang around, they cling and they clang. Yeah, let's see. Let's get a good angle on these. These aren't very stable either, really, but should be able to see it from here at least. And this is the machine. You'll get there eventually, man. You'll get there eventually. So yeah, so we got. Yeah, bear with me because there's not even ground to do this on, but I can stabilise it through my sheer willpower. Maybe not. That feels good, that feels good. Okay. So yeah, chest dip, just kind of look forward. Or, sorry, tricep dip, look forward. Let's come straight up. It's going down and up. With the chest, just lean a bit forward, like that. I feel that a lot more on the chest. So chest, kind of looking down, lean forward a bit, triceps look up, and then backwards a little bit. It's still hitting the chest and the triceps, but you can, yeah, adjust the split of what works what to a certain degree. But yeah, you can do a lot with just them bars, man. A lot. Okay, well, we've got one more set of weighted chin-ups left. Then we'll be good. Yeah, I need to work on my dips a bit more. The problem with those bars is that I can't use extra weight like I am with the pull-ups. Because as soon as I come, I have to like, I'd need to put them up on platforms effectively because they just, the weight will hit the floor and just take the weight off it. And it's like if I'm trying to lift the weight, I need it like constant throughout the whole motion, right? Not just to be at certain parts. So it's only worked too well. If that makes sense. Well, you could have like a accommodating resistance, which would basically be like a different load at a different part of the movement. Like if you're using chains, for example, if you wrap chains around your like neck, the more of the chains that are on the floor, the less weight it's putting on you, right? And then as you come up, it'll make it harder as the chains come off the floor and you have to deal with that as well as gravity. If you have like a certain sticking point that's hard during the motion, then that kind of training can be really helpful. It's not something I've really done myself. You can also have somebody like try and drag you down like while you're trying to come up, but you need another person to do that with, which I don't have, so I work out by myself. Okay, last set of the oh bugger, hang on, sorry, it's a bit inappropriate. Oh, I need to take this off for this one. Last time. thing you asked that, yes they do. They matter a lot when you're doing calisthenics. Are you wondering because I'm always training? Well, there's like a few different ways you can go about it. Like, if you stick to the normal route, the normal rule of leave 48 hours between hitting the same body part again. Basically what I do is, there's a few different skills that will work different muscle groups, right? So we have a front lever, the muscle up, the back lever. These are all back exercises, right? So what I tend to do is cycle through them. So I'll do like the muscle up workout, leave it 2 days, do the front lever workout, leave it 2 days, do the back lever workout. I'm still hitting back. I'm still doing back like 3 times a week, but I have different skills to base it around. Same thing with chest. You have the planche variations, or the planche skill stuff, whether it's a lot of static holds, and then you have more explosive stuff like doing clap push-ups and ring exercises like deep ring push-ups and stuff like that, and dips. Yeah, but you I just kind of cycle through them. But I'll probably have like, I tell you what, it's funnily enough, I tend to use legs as my rest day, because it breaks up from doing the, it gives my upper body a break basically. I normally do that between, so okay, just an example here, so Monday will be one of the back workouts, so front lever, muscle ups or back lever. Tuesday will be a chest workout, which could either be planche progressions or just explosive push-up variations, or I mix the two together. You know, I have a lot of tools at my disposal, so I just kind of mix them in and out as I feel like I need to. If I have a lot of energy on one day, I'll do something harder, right? So I just kind of cycle through. Wednesdays I'll tend to do a leg session, because that breaks it up nicely for the midweek. And then Thursdays, once my upper body's had a chance to recuperate a bit, we'll do a shoulder workout, which could be focused around balancing, be it focused around doing handstands, for example, or could be based around the handstand press-up progressions, right? So a lot of pike presses, chest to wall, handstand push-ups, stuff like that. But yeah, you've got a lot of options. If I feel like my shoulders are aching, for example, I'll just find something that's not quite as intensive on my shoulders, you know. But that's just from my personal library of workouts that I have in my head that I've been doing for ages. So I have so many options. That's the thing. If I feel achy, I have a way around it every time. But no, they are very important. Especially if you're doing, like I mentioned, the planche, for example. If you're doing a lot of stuff that involves straight arm strength, it puts a lot of pressure on your elbows and your tendons, right? So those need to be rested properly, because that's how you end up with things just going ping and pop, and yeah, it's very nasty. When you have an injury and this kind of stuff, you notice, and it will put you out of the game for a long time. Okay, so now we are done with the weighted chin-ups. We're still in biceps, so let's do some more pull-ups. Standard pull-ups, right? The good ones. I haven't actually done a close grip for a while, but I tend to do those with the explosive ones. So let's just hit some standard pull-ups. Sorry, I gotta lean back more on those so it doesn't ding the mic. Seven, 8, 9, go for 10. There's 10. And we rest. We'll give that a 2 minute. We'll give that a 2 minute rest. I don't know how long my last one was. I should sit in this bush. Sit in the bush. But also, yeah, it also depends on your nutrition, I guess, on how well you're going to recover, as well as how much sleep you get. That's probably the hardest thing for me personally. Some days I struggle to get like, I don't know, I'm much better now, but there was times where I was maybe doing like 6 hours sleep a night, which is not enough. Nowhere near. I would feel that immediately, like the next day I would realise that I'd not had enough sleep. So now I try and go for like 7.5 hours, which works well for me. Today I think I got about 8.5. I was woken up by my cat at around 5 in the morning, and then yeah, then I just fell back to sleep and woke up at 9 o'clock. I never normally sleep until like past 7 o'clock normally, but on the weekends I have the time to do so, so I do so. I take my rest when I can. No, I don't drink. I'm not a fan of alcohol really. Well, mainly because it just dehydrates me. And I wake up the next morning, I'm just like, what? It wasn't really worth it a lot of times. It's too expensive, first of all, you know. And yeah, it just doesn't make me feel good in the morning, so. It has too much of a negative effect on the rest of my life. Not that I'm, you know, like an alcoholic or that, oh, I have to stay away from it. If it's a social occasion, then I will, sure. But I can't say it's something that I do in my free time, like if I come home from work and I'm like, I could really go for a drink. No, I just want to work out and just play some games or, you know, do a bit of editing or something that chills me out. I have many ways of clearing my mind, you know, I don't need to do it with that in mind. I don't have anything against people that drink, you know, but for me personally, it's too much of a, yeah, it's too much of a negative for me. There's not enough positives. Drinking socially, or, you know, if you're hanging out with a girl or something, then sure, but I never really enjoy the effects of it, I'll tell you that. Okay, more pull-ups. Should we go for 10 again? We got 10 last time, we can do another 10. Seven, 8, 9, one more, come on. Wow, there's 10. Yeah, it's okay every now and then. Like I say, I have nothing against people that choose to drink. Everybody has their, everyone has their vice, right? I feel like it's maybe a balancing act, really. It's like, if you feel like you need a certain vice you enjoy, you should probably take steps to offset the negatives. For example, if I do drink, everyone thinks I'm really boring for it and they're like, what the hell are you doing? But I will get a glass of water between every drink. I will do it. People are like, what the hell? I'm just like, mate, you trust me. Tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up feeling relatively okay. And you're not. So, because it's what alcohol does, man. It dehydrates you. And what does your body need? Water. Yeah, the price of it is just crazy, man. I mean, never really been big into the drinking culture. I mean, when I went to university, I actually didn't drink for the first 2 years I was at university. So I was like 19 years old before I actually started drinking alcohol. I went through the phases of it when I was like in my teenage years, where you'd go down the park and everyone would just buy alcohol illegally and stuff like that, all the park drinking stuff. Did all that, and then yeah, then I basically, through the music I listened to, which was like hardcore punk, I came into the subculture of straight edge, which basically means no drinking, no drugs, no promiscuous like sex and that kind of thing. I dropped that once I was like 20 years old, but I was in that subculture for a while. It was definitely interesting, but it was just kind of a, I don't know, people just kind of trying to feel righteous about things and like pose about it. They're like, oh yeah, look, you're scum because I don't drink and all this. It's just like, come on, bro, get over yourself. Like, people weren't really doing it for themselves, they were doing it so they could kind of show off and look like they were doing something different to everybody else. So I stopped doing that. Well, that's actually why, if you see this tattoo I have on the back here, which is like the chain being broken. That effectively was my breaking edge moment. You call it breaking edge when you stop being straight edge. But yeah, it's like a chain. I broke my chains. No. Well, I kind of just like the idea then afterwards. I was like, okay, sure, I'll take it. I'll just say it was for that purpose. Yeah, exactly, man. It's too restrictive. I mean, it kind of went with my lifestyle at the time anyway, because I was a bit of I was just just playing games all the time, really, and I wasn't the most promiscuous person anyway. I wasn't very confident, so. I wasn't exactly sleeping around. Well, to be honest, most of my teenage years were spent in relationships. I know I've been single for 5 years. Maybe I got it out of my system, I don't know, but... One more, come on, we can get 10. Whoa. Let's get going. Yeah, exactly, it is cultish. It is cultish. There's like the social pressure to stay in it, because you were like, oh, if I then went to a like hardcore show, which was usually in like London, for example, you would have the people that have been straight edge for like their whole life, and if they found out that somebody like stopped being straight edge, they'd just be basically just treated like an outcast. It was really strange, man. Like, yeah, now I explain it like that, it was definitely cultish. I mean, it was an enjoyable experience when it was you know, when you had all your friends around you and that, but like I say, as soon as you stop conforming to their standards, you're gone. Everybody was wearing like, that's when like Supreme and all the streetwear stuff was not, I wouldn't say small, because it was still, you know, a big thing, but this was back in like 2010, 2011. Basically 2011 to 2013, I think. I went to a lot of shows. And yeah, you'd have all the people that were like, oh, I'm the grandfather of straight edge. And oh, you stopped being edge, now I don't like you anymore. But yeah, there's a lot of weird little subcultures going around. I think it's still quite big now. But again, man, it's the same as anything, really. I mean, what is a cult anyway? It's people that are normally just looking for somewhere to belong, right? Looking for a group of people they can relate to. It was the same thing as that. But it was just, oh, we like the same music, so I'm going to get on board with what you do. And you'll accept me. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. I don't need the big lats to come down and give the illusion of a small waist. Yeah, the same thing as ISIS, the same thing as anything, man. Just people looking to belong to somewhere. Even if it is some kind of death cult or something like that. It offers you a place to belong. You'd be amazed what people will do. Absolutely amazed. Well, I think that's been proven time and time again, hasn't it, with this last century, pretty much. All the cults and all the, you know, suicide cults and all this stuff. Yeah, it's pretty mad that you'd be willing to end your life for somebody because of some random, you know, belief that you belong with them. But people are strange creatures. Right, okay, chin ups now, then we'll do some ring curls on these to really burn the biceps out. But first of all, I need some water, so if you bear with me 1 second. You must stay hydrated, everybody. If you haven't got a drink of water next to you and you're thirsty, go get one, please. Side of my eye. Okay. Right. Chin ups then. Whoa. 6 is good. I was happy with that range of motion, so I need to tilt the camera up a little bit though. We're back behind the camera. What's the time anyway? Not bad. Almost 2 o'clock. Maybe start 1. No, it's about 12:30, I believe. So yeah, we're getting there. We're going for an hour and 12 minutes. Not bad. We usually do about an hour and a half, don't we? So I think we can run that out fine. Yeah, man, I haven't belonged to any group for a long time. I just like doing my own thing. I don't really like the obligations and all that stuff, you know. I've kind of learned that now. It's like respecting yourself enough to use your time wisely. Like I have no need to go out of my... Well, obviously if something... I'm not against being a good person, but there's a lot of things that you just kind of get drawn into because you want to be part of a group or something like that. But it's, at the end of the day, the validation doesn't come from them, it comes from yourself, right? So that's what you need to be happy with, is yourself. Sure, you can be happy by showing compassion to other people and doing things for them, but a lot of the time people don't really see it as that and they just kind of take it for granted anyway. So if you don't want to do something, not really worth doing. And if somebody tells you you have to do it, they're lying to you and they're not really your friend. So, unless it's something that's like life or death or, you know, something like that. Swiss, oh, thanks for the host, man. You joined my cult. Yeah, I might have to make one. Oh, man. Yeah, Swiss, oh, thank you for the host, mate. Much appreciated. Do you stream workout stuff as well? Right, we're doing chin-ups now. Let's go another 6, but we're doing these fast. From a dead hang, exploding up. With a nice lean as well. Get those lats involved. One more. There we are. From Switzerland. Nice to have you, mate. Nice to have you. And get a bit of a... Since we'll be leaving the EU soon, we need some more Europeans in here. I don't want to leave, man. But, you know, it's the government at the end of the day. I have no say in that. 14YOEG, thank you for the follow, mate. Much appreciated. We do this every day. We work out every day and we stream it every day. That's what we do on this channel. You like ASMR? I used to listen to a lot of ASMR. Not so much recently though. It was mainly when I was having problems falling asleep. I just chucked something on and it was all good. But nowadays, wait, what? Oh, Swiss, you do ASMR? Okay, I might check that out then. I might start doing one as well. Like is it doctor checkup or something? Something like that. Full body check over, I might do one for like DMV or something. I don't know. I don't know. Just waiting in line. Oh, God. Oh. Just try and do like the most, I don't know, the worst thing you can think of, but make it into an ASMR video. That could be fun. TingleCon stream? No, I've not. Like I said though, I don't really have too many problems sleeping at the moment. When I do, I'll put out the big guns like the ASMR channels, but for the meantime I've been okay, you know. I've been feeling well mentally, so I've not had too much trouble falling asleep. I've not been feeling guilty because I've been productive, you know, so that takes the edge off majorly for me. If I feel like I've done what I was supposed to do, I can go to sleep nicely. If I don't, I lay awake for a long time. So being productive, well, what do they say? Work will set you free, right? But how you define work is completely up to you. I consider making YouTube videos, streaming and exercising work. But I enjoy it, so it's not really work. But no, we are open to all forms of YouTube content on here. ASMR fitness stream, man, I could do that, right? But here's what would be the kicker about it. You'd hear me breathing all the time. So it would just be like, I don't know what people would do. Hey guys, today we're doing a push-up workout. But I'd be going like the whole time. Because I'd be worn out. That would be tough. Tell you what, that might be the next goalpost of conditioning, right? Being able to do an ASMR fitness stream and not be panting the whole time. I just like hold my breath the whole time. Like, I'd try it. That's the new niche, right? ASMR fitness. We're breaking molds here. Okay, let's keep going on the chin-ups, then we'll do the ring bicep curls after that. I think I've probably got 2 more sets of these left. Right. We've done a lot of pulling today, a lot of muscle ups, a lot of pull-ups, a lot of chin-ups. One more. Very nice. The feet float. The feet are floating. We barely touch the floor, we just graze it. Man, I love these weekend streams because the quality of the stream actually stays consistent. It's not like, oh, we're on 5 FPS, then we're up to 60 for 20 minutes, then we're back to 5. It's been pretty much 60 the whole time. Let's get the my small chest. It's so small. Not too bad. Tell you what, actually, let's do a little let's get a little pose in. Although the sun's not really in my favour here. Well, there's no sun at all, really. We have no sun. But let's there's a little tense there. So it's all about this side angle here. And we get the abs in. Like that. We need the legs too, right? Let's get the legs in. We do train legs here. As you can see, they're not completely neglected. Bodyweight legs still build quads. Who's like, oh, you can't build legs? Well, I'm kind of lying because I do use a barbell. Like if you check the stream yesterday, you'll see. We use a barbell. Oh man, quality's going bad now. I love it. Oh well, can't ask for everything. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But it's been good for an hour and a half, so. Even though it goes bad when I decide to start posing, but whatever. Okay. But yeah, like I said before, guys, we stream every day here. We work out every day. There's no stopping us. Well, unless I really need a rest day, then I'll take one. But even if I have an active rest day, I'll just stream that anyway. So it's all the same, really. But yeah, stream quality is a bit sporadic, but it's been solid so far. That'll do. Okay. Right, now we're on to the ring curls. Yeah, thank you for stopping by, everybody. Appreciate you being here. We're not done yet, of course. We've been going for a good while though. But the biceps are still working, so that means we need to work them more. Work them till they're not working. So for this one here, what I'm doing is leaning back and just curling myself up towards this. Like that. You can do triceps on these as well. Like that, see? Easy, we're extending the arms. This is the back and buys workout though, so. I know, man, that's the thing. Every time I want to start, you know, posing or something, it just starts messing up. Which is a real pain in the arse. But there's plenty more hours left to go this week to do the flex, so when I see that spin quality go back up, we'll flex again. I think it's not gonna comply with me at this point now, I'm pretty sure, but the majority of the time we have a 1080p 60 FPS stream here. The majority of the time. What's that on? That's been, this is pull-up hands. Nasty, right? They do the job. But yeah, we've had a good hour and a half of good quality, so I can't complain. But you'll see on all the other VODs. It's good for a while, then it goes bad for a bit, then it's good for a while again, but it comes and goes. If you want to see good quality stuff though, check my YouTube. Check my YouTube. You'll find the best quality stuff on my YouTube channel. And on here when it actually works. I don't know, maybe I'll just do like a separate flexing video for YouTube or my Instagram or something. Who knows? Man, I'm watching on my phone now, it's so far behind. But I've learned with this stream, the best thing to do is leave it. Because as soon as I start turning my phone off, restarting the app and all that stuff, it makes no difference, it just stresses me out. And I'd rather be nice and calm for you people. Nothing worse than a stressy streamer, right? We don't want that. This workout is up on my YouTube though. I do this one a fair bit, so this is my muscle up variation of a back workout. One of my YouTube is involving weights though, for the muscle ups. Well, for like 3 sets, or 4 sets we have weights, but the rest of it is unweighted. But I go over a lot of tips about how to have your hand positioned for muscle ups, for learning those. We give the tips. As my content has evolved, I've started to be a bit more informative. And it will only get better from here, so. But now I've started adding in some animations and stuff like that, you know, just kind of learning things when I have free time. Just to improve the recipe, adding new ingredients to the recipe, but also trying to do them efficiently and effectively. Because workflow is an absolute killer. If you've got a bad workflow, your time will be doubled on making a video. That's been my main concern as of late. Okay, look, there we go. The quality's back. Right, while it's back, flex time. Flex time while the quality's there. Okay, we ready? We ready? We ready for the flex? Now we're on 60 FPS. Now we're golden. Should we get the hat off as well? Let's get the locks in this one. What? This is my favourite pose, probably. You've got the shoulder in there, we've got the abs, we've got the chest as well, we've got the buys and we've got the tries. You can't see as much on this arm because of the tattoos, but you can still see the abs, so. The lean back as well, that does the job. We do a fat jaw and lean back. Ah, Joe. We miss you, man. We miss you. But I appreciate it. Yeah, same time tomorrow, mate. Just stop by tomorrow. We'll be here as usual, right? I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and your errands are not too painful or stressful. Enjoy yourself. Okay, well, we got good quality again. Let's get back to the workout. We got to take it while we got it, right? Strike while the iron is hot, and all that good stuff. So bring bicep curls. The further I move my feet in, by the way, the harder this is. But I'm also on shingle, which slides. So I can't lean back too far because I'll just go sliding forward. This is just a body weight bicep curl. See, before I flexed, I should have worked my triceps a bit more. There we go. Sit back down again. Third time, thank you very much. This is quality lean mass, all natural, by the way. I'll never have anybody say I'm not natural. I'm telling people right now, this is natural muscle. You get no way. I've been training for 8 years, all right? Granted, the first 3 years were not the best because I was kind of in my learning process. But after that, you know what you're doing. Things go well. We make consistent progress. I've had a few injuries along the way, of course, like everybody does. But in general, we've been gaining for a while. Well, I had biggest setback I had. Basically, I've been training calisthenics, all this bodyweight stuff for around, I think it was around 9 months, and I was making really good progress because I just came from doing bodybuilding style training, and then basically I had a motorbike crash, and my left shoulder got dislocated, and I couldn't do any pushing motions for a very, very long time. Yeah, I think I was doing sets of 12 muscle ups at that point, which is a lot. I mean, 12 is hard for me even now.
But they weren't really good form. I was using a lot of momentum. So technically, while my reps have gone down, my control has gone way up. They're more controlled reps. They're not swinging. They're just, yeah, the movement's nice and smooth. Not as smooth as it really could be. I'm trying to polish up every time I do them. But yeah, better than it was. So I'm now got back to stronger than I was prior to the accident. So that makes me happy, you know. That's progress. But that's how life goes, isn't it? You're steaming along. You're like, yeah, all things are good. All things are good. And then somebody pulls out of a one-way street the wrong way on you, and you can't see it coming. There's no way you can see it coming. But all we can do is work with what we've got and try and improve however we can. And avoid injuries. I've wasted so much time due to injuries. Probably a good year, I would say, a good year overall. Down the toilet because of injuries. Granted, half of that, 6 months of those were caused by things out of my control, but the other 6 months were due to me trying to progress too quickly and not having the correct foundational strength or flexibility in place before I went for more advanced moves. And then ended up, I'm not sure exactly what happened because the hospital lost my x-ray, but I believe I had a fractured sternum. I believe. It was very clicky. Every time I'd like roll my shoulder blades back, you could just hear it go pop, pop. It was horrible. I couldn't do like any handstands or anything for a very long time. I'm talking pretty close to about 9 months that injury put me out for. I can still do pulling motions, but any pushing was a bit awkward. But yeah, the reason I did that was because I was angry when I was training. I was trying to prove something to myself, and I ended up wasting my own time. Isn't that ironic? You do things through anger, you waste more time. There's more negatives than benefits, so think things through properly. Do them properly. Yeah, I love calisthenics. Well, that's the thing. I mean, I was doing like I say, bodybuilding or hypertrophy based training for a long time, about 5 years, and then I just kind of reached the point where I thought, what am I really getting from this? Because I can't do handstands. I can't, you know, hold my body in a straight line. I was seeing people do muscle ups and human flags and stuff like that, front levers, and I was like, oh my god, that's pretty insane, right? I was like, oh, I've been working out for a long time, so I'm sure I could do that. And then you try and do a muscle up, and you're like, oh, I'm good at pull-ups. Then you go, oh, what do I do from here? So it's a very long learning process. But it's basically just, I don't know, I think calisthenics is great for just going back to basics. And well, here's a point. The push-ups, for example, push-ups and pull-ups, I see people doing them wrong all the time. People that are in relatively good shape, you know, and then they'll say, oh, I can do 10 pull-ups. I'm like, can you really? Can you really do 10 pull-ups? Are they controlled? Are they slow? Well, not slow necessarily, but if they're good form, a lot of times no, because they just kind of come down to about like here. They don't do like a full hang. They always have like a slightly bent arm. The arm never goes straight, and I'm like, that's not a proper repetition, mate. Come fully down. And likewise with push-ups, everybody is doing their hands up here. It's like, what are you working? Your shoulders. Come down, more in line with your chest, right? That's how we get, look, you can see it from there. You can see the chest moving when I push from this angle with no resistance. Up here is just like, look at that, see? Where's the chest? That chest works. Up here, doing nothing. So I had somebody message me like, I've been doing push-ups wrong for years. And I was like, yeah, you probably have, man, but that's fine. Because once we identify the problem, we can actually change it, right?
And what's the point of kidding yourself? There is no point at all. It's just an arbitrary number for you to feel good about. That's all any of this is really, isn't it? Arbitrary numbers, so don't worry about the numbers. We'll focus on control, time under tension, all that good stuff. Range of motion. Sure, it's worthwhile to track things if you're actually, you know, we need progressive overload, right? If we want to build muscle. If we want to make improvements, we've got to go harder than last time. So how do we know we're going harder than last time? Normally, it's put down with a number. But with bodyweight stuff, that's a little bit harder to judge. We can maybe look at the pitch of your body when you're doing moves like this. We can adjust your rest times between sets, or we can make the range of motion greater, rather than just putting the weight up. But again, it could be quite hard for you to actually corroborate that and be like, okay, this is an actual number. So a lot of the times, you just got to go for a feeling, right? Like, I feel like I worked harder than last time. If you feel that way, a lot of times you did. Or if you give your best every time, in theory, you should be improving each time, right? Provided you have everything else in check, like your sleep and your nutrition, for example. If they're not in check, then your progress is going to be a little bit stunted, right? Like I saw a post on the bodyweight training Reddit, subreddit, where a bloke said, oh, I work construction, by the way, and he said, oh, I work construction job all day, and then I finish work and I have no energy to exercise. And then he also mentioned how he sleeps for 5 hours a day. It's like, well, get more sleep first, mate. Where does your energy come from? Resting. So rest more. But I don't know, you know, some people just kind of, I don't know, I think a lot of people are looking for a reason not to train. But that's what I don't get, man. I love training. I think the main problem at the moment is how a lot of people see it as a punishment. They're like, oh, I have to go work out and I'm going to hate it. And it's just not the way it should be seen. It's a reward. It's a fun thing to do. I love exercising. I was feeling so drained yesterday. When I started my stream, I was like, oh, I've got no energy to stream. Striker, thank you, man. Thanks for the follow. Nice to have you. Yeah, I was thinking there's no way I've got energy to train here. And then I started the stream. I did a few sets of squats, got the sweat going. And once I hit that point, I felt great. And then I went for another like hour. So, you know, just get the blood flowing, get a bit of sweat going, but make sure you have your bases in order first. Make sure the foundation is there. Make sure you rest properly, make sure you eat properly, otherwise you're not going to have energy, right? How are you going to run a car with no petrol? It doesn't work. Raiders, we have raiders. Welcome raiders if we have raiders. Oh, we do have raiders. There we go. Good stuff. What's going on, guys? Who hosted? I can't see. Was it Striker? I only see follow from Striker. But nonetheless, thanks for being here, guys. Thank you for checking me out. What are we doing? We do more. Let's do some chin-ups quick. Chin-ups for the raid, right? Tell you what, we'll give you a good angle as well. Let's get the good angle out. Let's see the back in action. There we go. That's the range of motion we need. With a nice lean back as well. The maximum activation of the lats. One more from the dead hang. Chin's up. Chin's way up. Alright, let's sit again. How's everyone doing today? If you stuck around, I do appreciate it. So actually, we'll get the flex for the raiders. We don't need the flex. Well, Sorry Swiss, I don't really have my Nightbot set up properly, so we'll have to make adjustments to that later. I'm doing this pose again, sorry. There we go, let's get that, yeah, get that chest striation in there as well. I'm tensing very hard, by the way. Extremely hard. Yeah, let me get my Nightbot set up and I'm back on the desktop. We'll be good from there. Yeah, sorry man, we'll get it all sorted. By the way guys, I have all my workouts on YouTube. I have 6 of them at the moment. 6, there we go, 6. That was hard, wasn't it? We stream every day as well, so if you want to catch more of this, then if you drop me a follow, I'd be very happy about that. Always nice to have more people in here. We do this every day, even if I'm working or not. We still stream. Yeah, that's the issue, man. It kind of takes the fun out, because I do like emotes. I love having emotes in, but at the same time, when I've streamed before, you'll be careful with people's, yeah, some people do spam things. Especially if you're a smaller channel, they come in and be like, oh, what can I exploit here? And they try and do their thing. But spin around. Man, I'm still going on the chin-ups. It's a back and biceps after all, so what's better? What is better than that? I'll tell you what, actually, we'll do some neutral grip ones on here, because the neutral grip hits the biceps as well. Well, it all hits the biceps, we're doing pulling. If we are flexing the arm, which is what a pull-up is, you're working the bicep, because it flexes the arm. Okay, that's even. So a neutral grip would look like this, okay? We're kind of turning the palms towards each other in the centre. Do on the rings for a bit of variation. One more. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, the ring variations are always nice chucking. Let's do more of them really, which we will, because we've still got, we'll do 2 more sets of these. Same as every day. Well, on the weekends I do, yes. The weekends I start sometime between 12 and 1, and we go for a good 2 hours on the weekends. And that also counts on Friday as well. So Friday, Saturday and Sunday, we start between 12 and 1. And then on the weekdays we start at, I want to say around 5, to be, you know, because I have to drive home from a city on those days in the week. And traffic is traffic. It could be good, it could be bad. So I can never really give a dead-on hour that we start on the weekdays, but it's between 5 and 6. I'll call it that window. We start between 5 and 6, and then we go for again like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So the weekend ones are longer because I have more time. So just like yesterday, I started streaming with 60% battery. It was all good. And then at the end, when I had 5% battery left, I had like 5 more people come in, and they all started talking to me. And I was like, God damn it, man! Now I've got no battery left now. So the weekends I always have full battery when I start, so that's why we go for 2 hours straight. But in the weekdays might be a bit shorter due to my battery dying on me. But we still get a good hour and a half out. No worries, man. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again soon. I think at this point we're just trying to build a base of regular viewers, really. People I know, people I can talk to, people I get to know. It makes it very enjoyable for me. I always have somebody to chat to as well. It's great. This time just flies by. It's crazy. I mean, we've been going for an hour and 46 already, and it feels like an hour. It feels less than that, honestly. But yeah, we have fun here. More neutral grip. Let's go. Tell you what. Let's pop you here for this one. Slightly more central to my back. But yeah, like I said, I have all my workouts on YouTube. Well, the majority of them. There's a lot more coming. I'm doing a video on nutrition soon, which will probably be up Monday evening. God, my stream's going now. Whoa, okay. We've got one more set of that. My God, that's tough. It's very hard. Let me come again. You know, I was told that Twitch only streams up to 6,000 bit rate, but I'm somehow getting like 12,000. I'm not complaining. I mean, it's a good quality. So as long as the frame rate holds, I have no qualms with that. So we've got one more set on the ring neutral grip pull-ups. This is a protracted shoulder. This is a retracted shoulder. Protracted we use when we're pushing, we'll be down more because we're hitting the chest. And then protraction we use when we're pulling. So pull-ups we use retraction. Pushing we use protraction. The way I see it is protraction is protecting your shoulders, right? And then retraction is just retracting them. I don't have a special term for the retraction portion, but protraction, protecting. Trim side on as well. So protracted is forward like that. So that's for press ups, for example. And then retracted is back here like this, which is for pulling motions. So protraction, retraction. That's a big point that you'll need to know. Okay. I go over all this stuff in my YouTube videos though. All the little pointers and that. If anyone's got any questions, obviously feel free to ask me. I mean, that's why I'm here, so. I hope you're all doing well. What did I say? We're going from the other side for this one. It's going to be a real struggle. I don't know how many I'm going to get on this, but we shall see, I guess. What can we do to finish off as well? I'm just thinking. I could always do some upside down rows. That might be a good shout. Probably use the rings for them as well, to be honest. Okay, neutral grip pull-ups on the rings. Let's go. Sort of a negative there. Keeping the palms facing each other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 6. 6 will do. 6 is all we need for those. Okay. So yeah, now we get on the upside down pull-ups. We call them inverted pull-ups. We could call them I don't know, Australian pull-ups. I guess we could call them Australian pull-ups, right? I've heard the term Australian be used to describe things that are normally upside down, so we could coin them the Australian pull-up. I'm sure somebody already has, but I just want to do an upside down pull-up. Or it's a row. It's a row effectively, it's not really a pull-up. We are pulling up, but you'll see what I'm talking about when I do it. I don't do them too much. More of a finisher kind of exercise.
Or I could just do some hanging out on the rings actually. That might be a good shout. Let's do that, yeah. Let's get some a bit of flexibility stuff going here. You can't neglect that. Okay. It's be a nice little stretch as well. Let's bring these nice and low. What about here actually? Let's get upside down. It's kind of even, I guess. Okay, hat comes off. So we'll get upside down for this. Pull myself up a little bit. We're floating. Whew. See what I mean about the Australian part? Upside down. Wooly, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. Oh, thank you for the kind comment on my YouTube video. I love it. Oh, a sub. Thank you very much, man. That's what I like to see. There we go. A second sub. How do you feel? Ah, Grace Yoga. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sure you recognise. Do you recognise my name? Because I've definitely seen you around a few times. Oh, it was a donation. Let me see. Oh, there we go. Good stuff, man. Thank you very much. That's fine, man. Support is support. I appreciate the offer. Or the... Yes. Not the offer, because you sent it. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. The fact that you'd be willing to give me anything for my time is very nice of you. I much appreciate that. Thank you, man. Thank you for being part of the community. Grace Yoga, thank you for the follow. Yeah, no, it's who is it? Elizabeth. What's her name? Elizabeth Wellness with Elizabeth, or Wellness by Elizabeth, or whatever her name is. The one that uses the green screen. Yeah. Ah, some bits. Thank you very much. Thank you, Grace. That's my first bits. There we go. We're looking like a real stream now. Yeah, this is good. This is good. That's what I like to see. Right, let's get upside down again. More inversion. Come on. No, anybody spending time here with me, time or money, it's all the same really. I feel honoured that you would spend your time here with me, so come on, stabilise, mate, stabilise. Oh, slightly weird angle, but no cheating on these ones, that's for sure. But no, Grace, last time I tried speaking to Elizabeth, she completely ignored me. I always try and chime in, but she doesn't really respond to me much. I try though. I just act like I had a hat on then. But yeah, no, I've seen you in there a few times. I always swing by her channel if she's on. She's a very interesting person to watch. I like her demeanour. She's slightly awkward, but I like it. I think it's quite a cute persona she has with that. So I swing by every now and then.
She's consistent though, I'll tell you that. Like, her YouTube channel, it's just like, I don't know how many videos she puts up a day, but a few. I tend to do like one every 3 or 4 days. But I try and like completely pack them with stuff, so it takes me a bit of time to sort a video out. Yeah, no, I think she knows her stuff. Would she say she's a nutritionist as well? That's the thing. I have a nutrition certification, but I wouldn't classify myself as a nutritionist. You know, I feel like I'd need to do some kind of degree or higher education course to earn that title. I feel okay talking about my diet and why I eat what I eat, which is my next video on YouTube, by the way. But in terms of, I can't speak for everybody because it's personalised, right? Diet and nutrition is a very personal thing for people. So I feel like before I were to give my opinion on their diet, I would like them to, well, first of all, accept the help. That's the thing, right? I'm not because it's because of how personal it is to somebody. Like when you speak about you know, like middle-aged men in the standard quandary of stop eating red meat, for example. How do they react to that? Like you've just insulted them, right? Because it's their lifestyle, it's part of their lifestyle. So it's something you have to be very, very careful with when you approach somebody about that kind of a topic. But if somebody's willing to, you know, to like have help on it, then I'm extremely, you know, willing to do that for somebody. But yeah, it's I think in general, nutrition is overcomplicated. It's extremely overcomplicated because it's an industry, right? People want to sell you things. People want to tell you that, like how before we had the King James Bible, for example, right, in the UK. I'm not a religious person myself, but I think the analogy is relatively similar, where you had the parish, you know, the vicars and all this stuff. Those are only people that could actually give, like, tell people. They were the only ones that could actually read the Bible, the original one, the Latin version. So those were the go-to people for that knowledge. I think it's the same thing with nutrition and exercise nowadays, right? People say this is basically my gospel. It's very complicated. Only I understand it. This is how you get, you know, this is how you achieve the perfect body and all this stuff. It's different for every single person. And in the majority of the cases, they're going to overcomplicate it. So they can be the only person you go to for that help, which obviously involves you giving them money, right? That's how I see it anyway. It's an industry. Did you make YouTube videos as well then, Grace? I'll have to check them out. Yeah, exactly. Give them options. If somebody wants some help with it, or they're like, how can I you know, substitute some foods for others? Because there's so many options nowadays with low-calorie alternatives, and there's some absolute wizards out there in the food industry now that can create very tasty things that have very low-calorie content. And that's what it's about. How am I doing, Wooly? You're asking me? I'm doing very well. I'm having a great time here, so. Right, more of these. Let's go. Man, I love the rings. Come down. Straighten. Get ready, come on. Stable, stable, stable. And we pull. Three. Let's go for 5. 4. 5. So I'm just hanging out here, honestly. Wow. A lot of pressure on my head, but yeah, that's a good shout about the Twitch VODs. I need to start doing that, but I'm trying to keep it more of a I don't know, I guess you'd say curated on my YouTube channel. I'll use the Twitch VODs as like B-roll basically, or just kind of background footage when I'm speaking about something, because normally I just put like my logo or something in the background on my green screen,
and then I'd play that out, but now I'd choose the VODs as B-roll on those sections. One a week, that's a good idea. I mean, I have at the moment I'm working, was it 45 hours a week I'm doing at the moment on my normal job, so twice a week on videos is you know, it's quite a crunch with time. But as you make more, as you kind of hone in on your formula, the process gets a lot quicker, and you know, the videos get a lot easier to make and more streamlined. So I think the workflow changes is you know, the biggest thing you can make, but that only comes with time and experience. So I'm still learning, you know. I've only made what, like maybe an hour and a half worth of content total on the YouTube channel, so it's not a major amount. It's not a major amount so far, but it's building, and every video I put up is a learning experience, and I find ways of making it quicker than the last time. So we're getting there. Yeah, it's a really fun experience, I'll tell you that. That's why I'm sticking to it, because I'm enjoying it so much, you know. Just like this, for example. That's why I like streaming. You'd like to find me on YouTube? Well, check below if you're on a PC. The link's down there for my YouTube channel. But yeah, if you just drop me a comment or a sub or whatever, and I shall respond to you and sub back to you as well. Share the support, eh? Right, do one more set on these. Let's get upside down again. What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow we'll do a chest session tomorrow. I think that's probably a good shout. Although I haven't actually trained planche progressions since Wednesday, so we'll do some planche stuff yet tomorrow with the chest as well. Okay.
Oh God, okay, I need to stabilise myself more then. I had my eyes shut as well, so I didn't actually see what I was doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, one more. 5.
Whoa, my God, that's tough. Money currency that I use pound sterling, as I'm in the UK. We use the pound sterling here. We didn't take on the euro. That's a good or a bad thing, really. I'm not really sure. I don't really have an opinion about it, but that was a while ago. Follow would be. Thank you for the follow, man. Glad to have you. Always appreciate a follow. Now I'm feeling like this feels like a real stream now. So thank you for stopping by, guys. Thank you very much. We're not done yet, by the way. I just wanted to take a second to acknowledge everybody that's here. Make me feel very good that I can bring people into my life like this. Very thankful, as we all should be. Well, unless you're having some, you know, very bad experience in your life, but I hope it gets better for you if you are experiencing something bad at the moment anyway. Or you find ways to deal with it that are healthy anyway. Healthy ways of coping with things, guys. Not binge eating, we don't do that. Well, you might do it sometimes. I did it yesterday, if I'm being honest, but I mitigated my losses because I only ate popcorn. If I ate a whole bag of popcorn, it's only 400 calories max. So, I don't feel too bad about it, you know.
Yeah, no, we're doing alright today, Wally. We're doing okay. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, no, I do them all like that. I just do, so I'll film the workout, I'll put that together, and then I'll write a script, and then or not really a script, it's more just talking points. And then I'll go through that and just kind of reel them off in front of the green screen. And then, yeah, then I slap it together and there's a video there. And there's all the transitions and, well, I don't do transitions, I just do like, you know, exercise titles and that, but I'm trying to do some animations for the titles at the moment. And just kind of bring the general production quality up, but I'll probably learn a bit more today actually on After Effects, try and get some more animation stuff in the works would be nice. So yeah, we're doing a chest workout tomorrow. I'll tell you what, we've got to do the flex for the people when everyone's here, right? Now we've got people, we've got to show them what we got. I can't pull these down too far, obviously. Otherwise I'll be breaking some terms of service, right? Let's see that there. I started, what am I at the moment? I'm 75, I think I'm like 75 kilograms at the moment, which is not too bad. I started quarantine at 79, I want to say. So was that 4 months ago now? Sorry guys if you've seen this already, but we gotta get the flex. You'll get the flex to the new viewers. If you want to know my workouts, they're all on my YouTube. More legs. More legs. I can't see because the chat's in the way, but the quads are okay, mainly because I'm turning my feet out, honestly. You got some sick dunks, nice man. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear. We want to hear about you dunking on everybody. Stelios TTV, thank you man, thank you. We put the work in here, that's what we do. Consistency. Consistency is key. Consistency and proper range of motion. Never forget that. We don't need to lift weights, we just need to be consistent and work for a proper range of motion. I do lift weights on occasion, don't get me wrong, but in general, we use body weight. Tell you what, let's switch it up with some close grip pull-ups. I can't tell you how many pull-ups I've done today. It's in the, God, I don't even know. What's the number of pull-ups so far? I'm gonna have to count them at some point. Grace, thank you again. Thank you very much. I'm loving the support today, guys. Yeah, very good. How much battery have I got left? Okay, yeah, we're good, we're good. We have 5% battery left. We've been going strong though. We've been going for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Exactly, so. No, this has been by far the best stream I've done, by far. Just for having all you guys in here, so. It's a shame I can't charge the phone at the same time because I have this wireless mic is plugged into the phone. So that's exactly where the power would go. But I can't use that at the same time. So, unfortunately, that's the situation, but we make the most of it. I mean, you can't really ask for, yeah. It's probably a pretty good cut-off point anyway, around the 2 hours, 20 minutes mark for a workout, because it's quite long. But no, we've still got a little bit left. But yeah, in case my phone dies, if you're enjoying and you're not following already, and you want to follow because you want to watch more, hit that follow button, alright? I dare you. I'm not daring people to like Make sure you like and subscribe. Right. Here we go. Yeah, I hope so, Wooly. That'd be awesome. Well, I mean, I'm going to be here for them. We've got a lot to go, so this is just starting out. This is just the beginning, mate. Road wireless go? No, it's this one, Kima Fun. I don't know what it is. It's a knockoff brand, right? But it does the job. I was considering the Rode wireless, but it was literally double the price of this. So, and with the pandemic and all, what do I need? Money. I'm in the UK. We have a recession. I need the money. So, yeah, it's about making smart choices. But I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this purchase. It's doing just well. It's doing all right. I should probably get one of the little things to stop the wind, so it doesn't peak like the pop shield or whatever it is. Not the pop shield, but the little fluffy thing. Wow. It's not too windy today, luckily, so it's not a major issue. On this one I have, let me see here, that's just for like headphones, and this is the mic one. This is what comes off the phone. But yeah, it does the job. Yeah, exactly. The sound is bearable. First time I started streaming, I didn't even have the volume up. I forgot there was an up and down on the side of this one, so it was really quiet, but we solved that. Now we're good. Right, how much battery we got left? Come on, man. Please tell me it's a good amount. 3%, okay, that's probably 2 more sets. So we'll finish with max pull-ups first, then we'll do a max chin-ups. So we're going from pull-up to chin-up. We are resting between that, of course, because we're working the lats on both of those movements, so we'll make sure they're good. But no, I think the game changer is, because I think a lot of times people think that I'm not reading the chat because I'm standing up. I can see it. I've got my other phone there watching the chat, but I feel like it's a lot better when I actually, sit back behind here, because it's, you can see me closer, you know I'm here. So I'm gonna just start doing this more, I think. But I got a little stool to sit on, so that was the game changer. Oh, you sent me them, nice man. I'll give them a look. I'd like to see some good dunking. I've never really been big into basketball, if I'm being honest. I've never really been into team sports on the whole, but I've always been more interested in like mixed martial arts and more individual stuff. But I do love watching. I do enjoy watching, talented like basketball players. It's just such a nice flow to it, Yeah, that's what I like. I like nice flowy things. Yeah, the heat wave. Yes, there is a heat wave. The sun is out now, and it's rather hot. But luckily, it wasn't out for a long time, so it's fine. I didn't get too burnt. I'm not too burnt. I'm doing fine. Stelios, yeah, no, it's I'm happy with this, man. This is going well today. It's going very well, and hopefully tomorrow is better. Who knows? If people like what I'm doing, then I'm extremely happy about that. I'm just doing what I would be doing anyway. It's just nice finding a way to bring people into what I normally do. So I need to work on my speaking as well. feel like I've done a good job of polishing that up though from when I started doing it about 2 weeks ago, especially with the YouTube content as well. I mean, I've been on a production tear for the last like month pretty much, and I'm still going strong, so I'm going to see how long I can ride this wave for basically. But I'm having so much fun at the moment, so much fun. Okay, pull-ups first. Let's go. How many can we get? That's 6, Jesus, okay. Let's go for 8. Oh God, no. Got my biceps going then. 7. That's it, burnout is burnout. It's not bad. Jesus. Thank you, Wooly. Yeah, I've been trying to improve on things, but that's why YouTube's been really helpful, because I've had to watch myself. I've had to observe my speech patterns. I've had to observe words that I keep saying repeatedly. So, you know, it's been really, really good for my personal growth. Right, okay, guys, I have 2% battery left, so I'll say my goodbyes now, because it's probably going to die while I'm doing my chin-ups to finish off. Thank you for being here. I can't explain how much it means to me. If you want to see more of this, like I said, I stream between 12 and 1 for a good 2.5 hours on the weekends, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And then weekdays we normally start between 5 and 6 PM for a good hour and a half, 2 hours, based on when my phone dies or not. So that's the problem. It's due to the phone battery. Yeah, so if you want to follow and see more of this, then I'd be, you know, very, very grateful for that. I'd like to have everybody here. Any new faces? Of course, great. Firewood, nice man, thank you. Thank you for being here. We train hard here. And Coral, nice to see you. You came in at the end again when I've got no battery. No, you were here for a long time yesterday, so that's good. Well, I'll do my outro while I'm doing my chin-ups, because we got to make the most of the battery. Okay. Yeah, no, not be doing this long, Swiss. Not be doing this long. Don't get me wrong, I have streamed before, but that was nothing compared to this, so it's all good. And again, if you want my workouts, they're all body weight based, or the majority of them are. They're on my YouTube, so check those out. Like and subscribe, of course. I'll shield that. Okay, cool. Anyway, phone's gonna die. I love you all. You're all the best. And hope to see you tomorrow at the same time. Okay. Goodbye all. Have a good one. Have a good one. I'll say that again. Okay. See you later, guys. Thanks again.